Thailand is a very beautiful country due to the location that connects with many countries. This makes Thailand become the centers of Southeast Asia, not only in trade centers, but also cultural centers. Thai cultures was influenced by many countries that come to trade or pass through to other countries, such as China, Khmer, India, Portugal, etc. All this influence from these countries make Thailand have very unique cultures, especially Thai arts. There are many kinds of Thai arts, so today I will show you a famous Thai arts that you may know. Thai building, this is พระที่นั่งจักรีมหาปราสาท You can see that have a Western style building and but the roof is kind of Thai style. This is Wat Rong Khun. In this temple, they have a theme that is heaven on earth. Thai painting, this is the painting on the wall of Wat Phakeo. Is painting of the Ramayana story. Thai sculpture, this is Thai Buddha statue. You may know this is พระพุทธชินราช Thai performance art. This is Khon in story of Ramayana. This is Thai pottery. It's called Thoi Benjarong. And the last one, Thai culinary art. This is Thai chili paste that served in Thoi Benjarong and have a carved fruit or and vegetable. As you can see, Thai arts are so many beautiful, but why nowadays Thai arts have become faded?
There might be many answers when you ask Thai people about what represents Thailand best. These questions seem interesting and true, but believe me, one of the frequent answers is Thai arts. This is not surprising at all, because Thai arts have played an important role in Thai people's life, from cradle to grave. Thai arts are used for many useful purposes, like teaching morals, giving relaxing aesthetic feeling, and promoting culture. However, due to the overflow of foreign culture in Thailand, Thai arts are at a crisis point. Some Thais have overlooked the importance of Thai art and start to forgive it. So, I'm going to talk about why we should focus more on preservation of Thai arts. The first reason why we should preserve Thai arts is the necessity of it in historical studies. Arts reflect the way of life of people in any cultures. We can notice the change in the civilization through the concept of art in different ages. For example, there is a famous temple in Thailand called Wat Po. Its fame comes from the mural painting on the walls around the temple. Due to this uniqueness, Wat Po was entitled the first University of Thailand, because the mural painting is about the knowledge that inherits from predecessor. According that we can compare this painting with modern art to find out the difference between old art and modern art. Another reason is that Thai art reflects the uniqueness of Thai. Thai arts relate to Thai people from cradle to grave, so it represents Thai people's culture and way of life. Moreover, Thai arts show the civilization of Thai people from past to present. The uniqueness of Thai arts also causes many benefits to Thailand, like promoting the good image of Thailand, bringing pride to Thai people and leading to a large number of tourists who come to Thailand to see Thai arts. The uniqueness of Thai arts can also be the signature of Thailand in the international scale.
Promoting Thai cultures to young generation is actually hard work, since our kids seem to prefer foreign cultures to their own. Let alone their bad perspective about Thai cultures to be antique, unchangeable parts. However, I believe that with some persuasive ways, we may convince the child to try seeing the beauty within Thai cultures and learn to love them a little bit more. Being as rigid as the adult make Thai arts are, almost creativity things that young generation do to preserve Thai cultures are in vain. The adults even call them a disgrace to the cultures. However, this is what we need to change. Cultures should be growing along with the society. They should be changeable and adaptive. To stop them and say, this is how our cultures should be is wrong. The adult needs to understand that everything is changing and the cultures need to be adapted to the newer environment, while the younger generation needs to learn that some way of creativity aren't fit to use with the Thai arts. Also, using digital media such as television and social networks to promote Thai cultures would be more suitable to the young generation lifestyle. By making an interesting tourism program broadcast on TV or adapting Thai arts into the film will persuade them to understand more in Thai cultures. Or maybe just having popular people to participate in some traditional activity would be enough to encourage the kids to do the same. Another thing we need to change immediately is the way we think about people who work in the fields of arts. In Thai, we have an idiom just to insult those people especially, despite the fact that they are the only one who inherit our precious cultures through time. We need to be less small-minded and change our attitude about this job, that they are as important as any other jobs are.
As my research about promoting Thai arts to foreigners is very important for Thai people, tourism is considered as one of main incomes of Thailand's economics rather than agriculture. So, a lot of foreigners intend to visit Thailand for many tourist attractions, such as the palace or the Buddha statues that are very interesting. However, there is not much information available that make a tourist easily understand our arts. In order to attract more tourists, we need to improve the ways we represent them to the outsiders, so they can understand us clearly and correctly. One way I would like to suggest is giving out brochures in every tourist attractions. Inside brochure, history, main characteristics, and interesting facts, together with some cartoons drawn, should be included, so it will help tourists to understand more about each art in those places. The other way is that our Ministry of Foreign Affairs, together with Tourism Authority of Thailand, must cooperate with each other to make a website which can make easy explanations about how tourists from other countries should behave in Thailand. Also, explaining our characteristics and daily life is important too. because it can reduce culture shock and increase understanding about Thailand. We can also express our cultural and identical values to foreigners' eyes, so we can emphasize those values we already have. The last way I would like to recommend is increasing media and advertisements on tourism. It is better for us to make some historical or even cultural movies, songs, animation, or games that illustrate our uniqueness. I think that is the easiest way to present our culture and arts, because connection nowadays is very fast and more accessible. According to my suggestion, we would increase our selling points of our arts, cultures, and enhance those to the international level. Thank you very much.
ไปเถอะไปเที่ยวเมืองไทยสะดวกสบายกับบ้านเรานี่นาไปไหนก็คุ้นชินภาษากับข้าวถ่ายละน่าจะติดละพูดสิ
ฮัลโหล สวัสดี สวัสดีเพื่อนๆที่น่ารักทุกๆคนวันนี้
or in Thai we call พระบรมมหาราชวังตัดได้ใช่ไหม
The first reason why
Being asked British as Thai cultures are picked. Some ways of creativity are fit to use with the Thai arts.